Hey everybody, I mentioned in a previous video that we were going to be moving our shop to a new location, and I wanted to share part of that process with you. So you can consider this basically video number 1. We'll call it ground zero for the new Area 13 shop. This is how you essentially build out an e-bike shop from an empty building. I just want to show you the space, where it's located, and kind of some of our tentative plans on how it's going to look, because I promised that I would share the very beginning all the way to the very end when we do some sort of grand opening at the new spot, which I'm pretty excited about. I apologize for some of the camera condition in some of the video. It was very dark, so did the best I could with basically no power or anything in the spot as of right now. But I hope you enjoy the sneak peek. So this is the new shop location. This is not a normal site. It's usually not snowing here. The current shop, I'll put a clip of that in right here because it is completely snowed in, might be for the next couple of days. And that is something that happens pretty regularly there. Here in Grass Valley, downtown area, although we do get snow, it's not typically to the point where you can't actually get to the shop. So that's good. That's going to be a plus going forward. That's Highway 20 and Highway 49. It's kind of combined together right here going through town. And on a normal non-snowy day, I've heard we get anywhere from maybe 20, 30,000 people a day that drive by there. So that's pretty cool, because that means we can have people driving by and they'll be able to see our sign up on the building once we get one on. We are definitely going to put a sign right up there, up top, that's all lit up and looks really nice. So I'm pretty excited about that. Like I said, there's some renovations happening on the building itself before we can officially move everything in. So this is going to be kind of the first look at the building completely empty, because I want you guys to see the entire process from start to finish. It's cold, let's get inside. Coming soon. Like I said, it is empty. The floors are gonna be redone. As you can see, it's one big, giant open space, nice high ceilings, which I really like, but there are some necessities that are not here, like things you have to have in a building, like a bathroom. There's no heating and cooling in here yet. That is definitely a requirement. That is a pretty cool view outside today, seeing those giant snowflakes coming down. That's not something we'll get too often. But actually, let me go back to the front door and give you kind of the tour or the vision as you walk in. So when you step in, there's gonna be a nice wide open aisleway on this side. We're gonna have things on this wall, hopefully floor to ceiling. I think it'd be really cool to have bikes up high on display like that. The window display over on a right-hand side in this kind of front corner, if you will, is gonna be our point of sale checkout area. And right in the middle here, I've got a big project planned, which I think is gonna look really cool. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna build it yet, but we're gonna figure that out. But I want to essentially build a mountain. The idea for the layout in the shop originally was something along the lines of having an area that looks like where you would ride the bike. So I want to have a fake mountain rock structure in the middle of the building here that is actually somewhere where we can display bikes. So we'll have a big row on one side, and on the other side we'll have spots where we can set different mountain bikes, fat bikes, whatever it might be. And I want to do similar kinds of things for other types of bikes, whether it's a commuter bike, a cargo bike. We basically want to create like an outdoor environment indoors. On the walls here, we're going to have all of our helmets, things like gloves, other accessories we sell like batteries, motor kits, suspension forks. We're going to have some of those up on this wall as well. Some of those along a counter of sorts in the back here. And as we move closer to the back, this is where we're going to have basically our workstations. We've got the park tool stand that goes up and down automatically. You can hold a couple of bikes, so we can do some light work in this area right here. And our mechanics will have basically customer-facing counters. That way they can talk to people that are getting their bike repaired or checked out, or maybe just set up for the first time if you're buying a brand new one. And then moving to the back of the building here, we're basically going to have floor-to-ceiling pallet racks. And there's gonna be a divider, so you're not gonna see this from the retail space, but more or less floor-to-ceiling pallet racks, because we have a ton of inventory. We're still gonna have some storage off-site because not everything's actually gonna fit here, but we're gonna have a large section of bikes on the shelf. In the front of the shop, bikes that are 100% assembled, ready to go. If someone comes in, they can say, I like that bike, can I sit on it, can I try it? And they can roll away with it. And if they want a different color, different size, we can say, hey, we've got one of those in the back in a box. We can grab that out for you, get it set up in the next 20-30 minutes and send you on your way. Or for some of you online that are buying bikes, we can grab those off the shelf and have those shipped out from here as well. Like I said, there needs to be a bathroom for this to be a legal space. There's got to be heating and cooling. There's going to be one extra kind of break room for employees in the back there. All of that still has to be built. At the moment, we just have some pipes stubbed out. Thankfully, I'm not doing all of that work. The landlord of the building is taking care of all of these things and getting it set up for us. My plan is that once the floor is done, which is going to be one of the last things they probably do, that's when we're going to start moving things in, and I'll start sharing that process with you guys.
There will be more videos about this as things progress. If you'd like to watch some regular bike reviews and other videos, here's the latest review video right here.